It's 5:45 in the morning right now. I'm sitting in a random parking lot making this video because I want to say it's not easy. I woke up at 4:50 this morning. 4:50. And it's not easy, man. It's not easy getting up day after day earlier than 90% of the world. And I'm tired as hell. My nose is stuffy. Like, it's kind of cold out here. It's not easy. But it's not supposed to be easy. It's not. If everything in life were easy, people would have unimaginable stuff, unimaginable knowledge. Like, success wouldn't even be what it's considered because you would just be able to get it like that. And that's not how it works. And I'm not saying that, you have to get up at 4:50 and go sit in a parking lot and make a YouTube video to achieve success. Because trust me, more people than not don't do this shit. They just don't. And I know plenty of people that have a lot of money that get up at 8, 9 o'clock. And that's fine. But that's not going to be my story. My story is going to involve days and weeks and months of doing shit like this. And what I mean is getting up early as fuck when they went to bed at fucking 12. I've got less than 5 hours of sleep. Less than 5 hours of sleep. I'm up here making a video explaining how I'm tired, explaining how I don't want to be here. Because I don't. I'd rather be at home in bed. And 4 months ago, if you had asked me what I was doing at 4:50, 5 o'clock in the morning, I'd be like, you're fucking crazy. I'd be asleep like any other normal person. But that's not who I am, and that's not who I'm becoming. I'm on this personal development journey. I'm becoming the greatest version of myself. I don't care how crazy it makes me look. I don't care that people are gonna watch this video and think this guy's crazy. He's off less than 5 hours of sleep, standing in a empty fucking warehouse parking lot making a YouTube video. I'm sure all of these cars that are driving by are thinking the same fucking thing when they see my bright ass light shining and they see my stupid ass standing here. But they don't know my vision. They don't know what I have planned and what I want to be. And when I say it's not easy, it's fucking not. This morning I stayed in bed 10 minutes after my alarm went off, sitting there considering maybe I shouldn't get up and do my push-ups, or maybe I'll do my push-ups and go back to bed. Cause that's the easy route. That's the route that allows me to, feel good and feel, not tired anymore, and it allows my body to rest. But then I started thinking to myself, well, if I did that, I will have ruined the 3 months of this that I've been doing it. The 3 months of getting up before everybody else, all in one day, because I chose to be lazy and inconsistent and undisciplined. And that got my ass up. And it's a matter of stopping the conversation of what's gonna affect me now, what's gonna benefit me now, and starting to think what's going to benefit me a week from now, a month from now, a year from now. That's been the game changer for me. As I stopped thinking about right now, and I started thinking about the future. What is my life gonna look like in the future? Had I make this decision now? If I fuck up now, what does that fuck up for myself in the future? And now everything I do is based off of that principle. What is the decision I'm making right now gonna do to the decisions I get to make in the future? And it doesn't matter how big or small the decision is, everything weighs in. You can be deciding whether or not to eat an ice cream sundae because your calories, are too low for the day. You need 500 more calories, and you're sitting here, well, if I eat this 500 calorie ice cream sundae, I'll hit my calories. But I could also, have a protein shake with some yogurt and some peanut butter or some granola, and that'll achieve my calories. But what's more satisfying? What's more satisfying, the ice cream sundae or the granola and yogurt? The fucking sundae. But if you think to yourself, if I eat this sundae, am I gonna wake up and have, the shits? Is my stomach gonna hurt? Am I gonna wake up and feel more groggy because I filled my body with sugar? Or if I eat this yogurt and this granola, am I gonna wake up and feel the same and have proper fiber and nutrition in my body and add extra protein into my body, even if I've already hit my protein goals? Everything weighs in. It doesn't matter how big or small the decision is. Everything weighs in. You constantly have to be thinking, how is this going to affect me, not today, but tomorrow, or the next day, or a week from now, or a month from now, or a fucking year from now? Because that's what matters. Today doesn't matter. The future is what matters. And your decisions should weigh in on that. And on top of that, it's like when you have a goal, when you have a vision in your mind, when you know you want something and you are driven to achieve it, how far will you go? How stupid will you look? How different will you be? Because how many people are up here at 5 in the morning, 5:30 in the morning, making a fucking YouTube video about how to stay consistent, about how to, stay mentally disciplined? Because I don't see anybody in this parking lot, or the parking lot over there, or the one over there. Think about that. I'm the one right now looking like a fucking fool. But a year from now, when I've made a fuck ton of money and I'm living in Miami and I'm driving my dream car, I'm not gonna look like a fool then. And all the fuckers that are laughing at me now, they ain't gonna be laughing then. And I'm not doing this and saying that as a fuck you, I'm gonna do what I want. I'm saying that I'm better than that. Because I'm doing this for myself. I'm not doing this to be better than other people. I'm doing it to be better than myself. Because I don't want to set limitations of what I can accomplish. If by doing that, I become average. But by not having limitations and not setting boundaries on myself, I'm above average. I'm almost unstoppable because there's no thing in my mind that's telling me, oh, I can't do this, that's too hard, oh, this is too much. There's nothing in my mind that's saying that. So therefore, what is gonna stop me from achieving more than I'd ever imagined? If there's no boundary, then how do I know how far I can push? And that's the thing, is like I don't, so I keep pushing and I keep growing and I keep going further and further and further. If you set a boundary for yourself, you're limiting yourself. You're not allowing to reach a true full potential because you've limited yourself. By being boundless, you can push further and further and further and not have this mentality that you're going to eventually reach a wall. And you're not gonna figure this shit out overnight. You're just not. I didn't. It took me fucking months to even start heading in the right direction. And that's okay. But what's gonna hurt you the most is failing to even get started. And it's not easy, man. I'm gonna keep saying that because it's not fucking easy. And if you go into this thinking it's easy, you're fucked. You are fucked. You're not gonna get anywhere because you have this idea that, oh, I can just get started and things will fall into place and it'll be super easy and by next week, I'll have $1 million. Yeah, good fucking luck. Maybe you're one in the fucking billion that happens to, but chances are you're not. And chances are you're gonna have bad days or bad weeks You're gonna have a month or two without income, like me? Cause I'm broke. I don't have a lot of money. And it sucks. I'm having to allocate my money so resourcefully for food and to be able to do stuff like this and just to live the most basic, average, like college lifestyle. I don't go out and party. I don't do drugs. You know, I don't do any of this shit because not only do I not have the money, but that's not my lifestyle. But I have to sacrifice. I had a job. I was a manager at a good restaurant. It paid me decent money, and I quit it because I hated it. I hated it. It was awful. And I hated what I looked like working that job. And I went all into this. I'm making no money, and yet I'm up at 5:30 making this YouTube video. Because that's how much I'm passionate, like that's how much passion I have for this. I want to be able to help people, but I can't help people unless I'm myself consistent and disciplined and determined and passionate. All of that is what allows me to be able to help people. I can't sit here and preach, work out 5 times a day or 5 times a week and do this split and eat this amount of food and do this every morning and do this every night. I can't say that if I don't do that shit myself. That's a hypocrite. I'm not like that. Anything that I tell somebody else to do, I have to be willing to do myself. And, I look like an idiot a lot of times. I post on Instagram and it gets shit views. Does that mean that the next day I'm not gonna post? Or that I'm just gonna give up? No, because that's a test. Life is testing me, and I'm okay with it. I'm here for it. Bring the best fucking shots you got, because I ain't going anywhere and I ain't stopping.